Guilty, 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 guilty. Not guilty, guilty.
How do you like that?
Who was it? I think we have a right to know.
Excuse me, this was a secret ballot, no? We agreed to this. If this gentleman wanted to remain secret...
No. What do you mean? There are no secrets in here. I know who it was. What's the matter with you? You come in here and you vote guilty, and then this slick preacher starts to tear his heart out about stories about a poor little kid who just couldn't help but become a murderer? So you change your vote. If that's not the most sickening.
Now hold it.
Hold it! We're trying to put a guilty man into the chair, where he belongs, and all of a sudden we're believing fairy tales?
Just a minute.
Please. I'd like to say something here. I have always thought that a man was entitled to have unpopular opinions in his country. This is the reason I came here. I want to have right to disagree. In my own country, I am ashamed to say that.
What do we have to listen to now? The whole history of your country?
Yeah, let's just stick to the subject. I want to ask you what made you change your vote.
There's nothing for him to tell you. He didn't change his vote. I did. Maybe you'd like to know why.
No. We wouldn't like to know why.
The man wants to talk.
Thank you. This woman chose to stand alone against us. That's her right. It takes a great deal of courage to stand alone, even if you believe in something very strongly. She left the verdict up to us. She gambled for support, and I gave it to her. I want to hear more. The vote is 10-2.
That's fine. If this speech is over, let's go on.
Look, buddy, I was a little excited. Well, you know how it is. I didn't mean to get nasty. Nothing personal.
Look, supposing you answer me this. If the kid didn't kill him, who did?
As far as I know, we're supposed to decide whether or not the boy on trial is guilty. We're not concerned with anyone else's motives here.
Guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. This is an important thing to remember.
Everyone's a lawyer. Supposing you explain what your reasonable doubts are.
This is not easy. So far, it's only a feeling I have. A feeling that perhaps you don't understand.
A feeling? What are we gonna do? Spend the night talking about your feelings? What about the facts?
You said a mouthful. Look, the old man heard the kid yell, "I'm gonna kill you." A second later, he heard the father's body falling, and he saw the boy running out of the house 15 seconds after that.
That's right. Let's not forget the woman across the street. She looked into an open window and saw that boy stab his father. She saw it. Now, if that's not enough for you...
It's not enough for me.
How do you like him? It's like talking into a dead phone.
The woman saw the killing through the windows of a moving elevated train. The train had 5 cars, and she saw it through the windows of the last 2. She remembers the most insignificant details.
Well, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me.
Well, supposing you think about it. Lend me your pencil. Your turn. Wait a minute!
This isn't a game.
No, who do you think you are?
All right. Let's take it easy.
No, I've got a good mind to walk around this table and bell her one.
Please, we don't want any fights in here.
Did you see him? The nerve, the absolute nerve.
All right, forget it. It don't mean anything.
How about sitting down?
This isn't a game. Who does he think she is?
Take a look at that sketch. How long does it take an elevated train going at top speed to pass a given point?
What has that got to do with anything?
How long? Guess.
I wouldn't have the slightest idea.
What do you think?
About 10 or 12 seconds, maybe.
I'd say that's a fair guess. Anyone else?
I would think about 10 seconds, perhaps.
About 10 seconds. All right, say 10 seconds. What's your point?